Well, I just, obviously we were hoping Nigel would be able to play. This has been a thing that's been going on for 6, 7 days, and it just didn't get better. And probably actually maybe a little worse. And we didn't want to take a chance. His long-term health, um, is the most important thing. Any student athlete, that's the most important thing. And we never put a young man in jeopardy over the long haul. And we didn't really know until we were, wait until the last minute. We told the guys before, right when we got here, that he wouldn't play, and we just said, hey, now you have it. Give somebody else an opportunity. But we've been here before. You can't get out of yourself. You can't do what you can't do, and you got to do what you do and do it well. And I thought we played hard. We guarded the heck out of them in the first half. We really should have been winning the game. You missed 3 front ends of bonuses. You miss a free throw, another free throw. You have 10 offensive rebounds and only get 4 points off of it. And that was our opportunity to win it. But our guys, they battled. It's just hard. You get foul trouble, fatigue. It takes a toll. We had a couple guys ask out, and I just said, I can't get you. I can't get you right now. I tried to use a couple timeouts to help us, but and they're good, but they're averaging 90 the last 5, I believe, and we held them in the 60s. And probably, if we're a little better offensively, probably hold them in the 50s if we just, because they got a little free flowing down the stretch, and we lost our poise a little bit. But it's just it's just every day's new. Every day's a new challenge, and our guys, to their credit, they haven't quit. They battle. I thought when we could get it inside, we didn't mind them trapping the ball screens. We expected it. We thought it'd give us a chance. Now you got to make the right passes. You got to make some open threes. We made a few in the first half, but I don't think we made any in the second half, and that's probably the big difference in the game.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that. First question to Kellis Robinette.
Yeah, Bruce, every game you guys have played without Nigel this season hasn't been pretty. Why just is it so hard to make up for him being out compared
we don't have ball handlers and passers, and I think he's one of the leaders in the league, and it's an unbelievable league with great guards, assist turnover, and then he's the one that can make some shots, and that's probably the biggest difference. I have had to reinvent our offense probably, I'm going to tell you, at least 6 times, if not more, during the season because of different situations. And it's hard. It's hard for the guys because you're trying at we thought maybe yesterday that we might not have them, but you're trying to practice early and short and trying to get here. So how much can you do? But the ball handling is the biggest thing. And Mike got 4, and and he was dead tired, but we still had to keep him in the game at times, just because he can pass the basketball and give us a chance.
Are you expecting Nigel to be better by the time you play next?
All we can do is hope and pray. And he's had this before. This is the first time it's lasted. We got him into a couple of people during the week. Hopefully we got him on the right track, and he can recover and get back at it by, I guess my hope would be Tuesday, maybe a little practice, but for sure, hopefully Thursday, if at the latest.
And I also want to ask, what did you like best about what Davion gave you today?
Well, he battles, and we just talked with Stan and Wyatt. He's going against a really good experience, big guy that plays very hard. Davion was, he battled the whole way, got 5 offensive rebounds. Wish we had 10 of those at halftime, and we didn't. Only had 4 points, and that could have been a difference maker. But when we get it to him, get it inside, we have a chance. We probably needed to get it to Casey a little more, also. But the problem is to run offense and be able to move that ball and get it to a right position where somebody can feed those guys. That's our biggest issue, I guess. But there's no doubt when we have points in the paint, it gives us a chance.
All right. Thanks, Bruce.
Next question to Michael Goins.
Well, Bruce, was their run pretty much inevitable once you guys stopped making shots?
Yeah, I think you have some struggles. We had a few bad possessions. I thought they got a couple of baskets to start the half. Then I think we cut it to 8 or 9. I called timeout because we had guys that were just dead. I thought maybe give them a break. We get reconnected on defense and give ourselves a chance. But sooner or later, he didn't let them freelance, and he was trying to run their stuff and get it to execute to score against us. And again, they're averaging 90 the last 5, and we hold them to 65. So it's been impressive, our improvement on defense, how hard we play. First half we had 27 on the play hard, and I thought we still missed some open some 50-50 balls that we should have got if we had a little more awareness. So our guys prepare. It's got to be a little better, and obviously our health always is important also.
And how comfortable is Selton Miguel in that one spot in that ball handling role?
Well, he wants the ball, but he's got to realize if you get the ball, you got to get assists, and that's where he's always probing and not realizing what he's always looking for. But he had the ball in high school quite a bit. Obviously, it's a lot different. You're able to, with the physical presence that you have, you're able to go make plays on your own. These are good defenses. And we kept saying, every time you go to the hoop, guys, they're coming. And I don't know how many, they blocked 8 shots. So that's, and then they took a couple charges too, at least 2 that I remember, maybe more. So those are, you got to realize you go in there, you got to jump stop, got to make the right read. But, I thought Selton, he's done a good job defensively on some pretty good players. And I know McBride didn't start, but he only played 22 minutes. But Selton bothered him. And he's kind of taken on that role of being a good defensive stopper.
And is this another lesson for your team on physicality and toughness and what it takes?
Well, yeah, I don't think we back down, but they're just a little stronger. They block those shots. You got to finish. You got to get to the free throw line. I thought a couple times maybe you get a foul, but obviously we didn't. So maybe we're not using our bodies. I don't know how we gain those fouls, but we just got a long week ahead of us. They're going to have 2 games in between us. It allows us hopefully to rest a little bit, get Nigel back, and then you got a chance to finish with a home game. If you can get a win, you got 3 out of the last 4, which a couple of weeks ago I would have begged for any win, and then going into the tournament, hopefully some momentum. So that's got to be our number 1 focus and goal. But along the way, we really have to focus on taking care of our daily business and getting rest and staying healthy so we have a chance to maybe make a little run here.
And where is Dejuan Gordon health-wise right now?
I think he's okay. He's not 100%. Again, I thought after Oklahoma, he felt like the foot didn't hurt quite as badly. As it had the 2 previous games. I don't think he has the jump or the spring. And when he goes in the paint, that's where he's got to learn. If you don't have that spring, you get stuck in there. It makes it tough. So he didn't have one of his better days. But obviously the other night he was really, really important in our win.
Thank you. Safe trip.
Thank you.
Next question to Matthew Thornsberry.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about, how big of the play from Sean McNeil was? I mean, you're holding West Virginia pretty well on defense, and then Sean McNeil really opens up the offense for them.
Yeah, I just told our radio people, you got to give him a lot of credit. We watched him coming. We recruited him. They ended up West Virginia, obviously closer to home. They got him to commit a little earlier then, and we never got the chance to make a push on him. But his improvement from last year to this year, but even during the year, it's astronomical because he's playing with such confidence. He's got that pure jump shot. He gets up on it. He's even shooting the ball off the dribble now. You look at his plus minus, it's plus 25, the best on the team. So we do a good job on McBride, do a good job on Sherman, and he definitely steps up and makes some big shots for them, which really got that lead into double digits, and then we kind of lost our poise. I also am really impressed by Bridges for a young player that he knows his role. He really contributes for them, and then Matthews too. They don't worry how many shots they get. They just worry about doing what they need to help their team be successful. The same thing with Gabe. Gabe gives them a different look than Culver, and he can, for a big guy that can pass the ball and has a really positive assist turnover ratio and 3-to-1 today. That those other guys make a big difference in their team.
Next question to Ryan Black.
Hey, Bruce, I know that no loss is ever easy, but is this one just a little bit easier to stomach in terms of when you step back, you're like, well, guys, we always knew this was going to be tough without Nigel, and we just have to do the best that we can.
No, to be honest, I felt good at halftime, and I thought maybe if we just play a little sharper, make some free throws. Now we pushed them a little bit, put some pressure on them, but we didn't have very good possessions to start the second half. And then kind of when you lose your spirits, you break down on defense a little bit, and we made a few mistakes, but I mean, I told our guys, no one expects them to win, but that put the pressure on them, and come out and play your butts off and see what happens. So let's keep this thing close, but we just couldn't keep it close enough to put that pressure on them.